Learning today,
leading tomorrow.
Welcome back to Learn and Lead, the podcast where we take you behind the scenes of the people, programs, and purpose that drive our district forward. I'm Greg Ettinger, Superintendent of the Vanguard-Sentinel Career and Technology Centers.
And I'm Angie Morlock, Public Relations and Communications Director. And while students and staff are enjoying a well-earned summer break, we're here to bust the myth that summer is time off for everyone in education.
Exactly. For many on our team, summer is a season of strategic planning, professional growth, and program development. And today's episode is all about what's happening behind the scenes right now and what's coming next.
We'll be joined by two of our directors who are deep in the work of shaping the school year ahead. They'll give us an inside look at what summer really looks like for them and how their buildings are preparing to launch exciting new programs and support our incredible staff.
And plus, we'll honor our retirees and our top stories celebrating their longevity and impact on our district.
So grab your iced coffee or ice cream or whatever summer fuel you'll need, and let's get into it.
All right, so we're back, and we have two distinguished guests with us here today. We have Derek Lewis, our director of our Sentinel campus, and Ted Sturzinger, our director of our Vanguard Tech Center campus. And we're here just to talk about summer, those summer myths that we're all off for 3 months and nothing's happening. And we all know that that's not true, right? So there's just a lot going on. So we just want to have that conversation with you all, give everybody an idea of what is going on, and then kind of segue into of what we can look forward to next school year. So Derek, we can start with you if you want to just kind of give us a little bit of what's going on at Sentinel and what you've been working on.
Yeah, good morning. Definitely break the myth that nothing goes on in the summer. Our campus alone right now is really kind of a busy hub going on. We got a pretty extensive renovation project going on with our cosmetology and our health careers academies. That's exciting stuff. Our building maintenance and janitorial staff is working really, really hard, basically taking every floor down to and redoing every single floor, but the place is a buzz. A lot of work goes on in the summertime, finding new people to join our team due to growth in our programming and people retiring. So it's an exciting time. There's definitely a lot going on. It's an exciting time, and we're ramping up because 2025-26 is going to be here before we know it.
All right.
You guys are actually a hard hat area right now, right? With the construction, I mean, everybody's coming in.
Yep, yeah. One whole end of our building is a hard hat area. We're lucky because we have enough entrances and exits. We can kind of just avoid the whole area. But if you're going in there, you definitely have to have hard hat safety glasses. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And that's obviously inside. And so let's talk. So just feed off that real quick. So that's all kind of facility going on and new instructors. So let's talk about what those changes are going to be on the Sentinel campus with new staff. And I do want to just touch on when we do talk about facilities, and we haven't been doing this long enough, but for our audience to understand this renovation and new build, because we've been doing this for a whole year. I don't think Vanguard Sentinel as a whole, when I can just recall at least the last 17 years, that we haven't had some kind of expansion or project going on with our facilities. And this year it just happens to be at the Sentinel campus, but we have a brand new fire safety program that's up there for next year. We actually have another building that was just completed with our HVAC and AIM construction, and now the inside. That's all going to be instructors, but that came from an $8.4 million grant that we got. So we're always looking for ways to be able to expand and use state dollars and use taxpayer dollars to the best ability that we can in efficiency. So we're excited about that. Yeah. So talk about the instructors that'll be filling those.
Just a total transformation, because you really think about it. 2 buildings outside of the main building at Sentinel have gone up this year in the fire and EMT, the HVAC and the construction, then the one inside the building. So there's definitely a lot going on. We're excited to bring on Todd Fote, who is a Tiffin native. He's going to be teaching our HVAC program. He's coming out of industry. He's super excited. I think he's going to be a really dynamic guy who's going to relate really well with our students. And then the 2 that are going to be out in the fire EMT are going to be coming from the adult world. Saw the exciting news of the fire truck that was on the social media the other day. That's great to have partnerships like that with the city of Fremont. And then we are starting an exercise science program at the Sentinel campus, so our students can we've really been nurse centered for a long time, and now we've got that opportunity for another pathway for students who want to get into health careers, but maybe not go nursing, but maybe now go the exercise science route. So everybody comes in together. That first year, they're level 1. We'll be able to get all that stuff together, get the med term, get the anatomy, physiology, and then really kind of focus down on maybe kind of like what do I want to major in? I've got the background of health sciences, but now what do I want to do? Do I want to go exercise science? Do I want to go the nursing route? So exciting times for sure.
Good. And Ted has been with us for a couple years, but will be taking over an expanded role and taking over the Fremont campus, which includes the AIM and the Vanguard Tech Center. So Ted, kind of give us an idea what your summer's been like this far.
Summer's actually been very busy, just trying to transition as I take on a new role, learn staff, learn admin staff that I'll be working with. So it's very busy. What the myth of you have that time off in the summer is exactly that, is a myth. So we don't have any new construction at the Vanguard campus, but our maintenance team is cleaning and polishing everything up and getting ready for the school year in August.
Right. And new staff as well. Overall, district-wide, we will be having 33 new staff members. And some of that is existing staff that are moving to new roles. But the majority of that, and I say the majority, 98% of it, is because of growth and retirements. And I know we'll talk about retirements in our top story when we get to that. But all this with new staff coming on, which will include new leadership as well, is all what we're preparing for the summer for success, and that's what they drive the success in the end of the students' preparedness, and we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think even from an administration office perspective, because of all those hires, our door's a revolving door right now. I mean, we have people coming in and applying and making sure licensure is up to date. We have subs coming in wanting to be on our list. I mean, it's a busy place. It is not a quiet place in the summer. So,
yeah, I think Derek and Ted could probably attest to, it is stressful doing all the interviews and all the hirings. But hearing people excited to join our Vanguard-Sentinel team and the conversations you have of why they want to join is just attributed to the success that we have all worked together to achieve. So it's been exciting. Yeah,
and I think that we've used the term campus several times, and we really are a campus facility now. We're not just one building that students walk into. I mean, there's outbuildings and across the way, and it's just exciting. I had somebody mention the other day that they hadn't been behind the Sentinel campus for many years, and it used to just be a parking lot and a field, and now it's buildings and learning spaces and labs, and they were just really amazed at what we've done with that space over there. But we really are just that campus.
Right.
Yeah. So what are you guys most looking forward to for 25, 26? Do you have one particular thing?
I don't know if I have one particular thing, but as I expand into the new role, I would say just getting to know the entire campus and bringing our entire campus basically under one umbrella, where up to this point we were maybe a little separated with the tech center and our AIM building, but now the goal is to bring that all together and create a larger team. So I'm excited to do that. With our new administrative staff, I'm excited to bring those team members on and just continue to build, and as our growth expands, and support our vision of the district as we move into 25-26.
Yeah, there's lots of opportunities. You're going to do a great job at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and for me, it's probably the new programming and the new students who are going to be touched by career tech that haven't been in the past. HVAC, for example, we were trying to see, can we fill that program, and really going out to each of our schools and spending like 10 minutes at each one of our schools, we have two full sections of HVAC. I think the strength of this school district is listening to our business advisory and saying listening to what is needed, and if it's needed and we can do it, we do it. So I know there's 28 really excited kids to come into HVAC for the first time. I'm really excited about the opportunity for our kids to come into a brand new facility in health careers and cosmetology. I just think it's going to be an exciting year. And then you talk about Market Street campus, some new programming for some students who haven't necessarily maybe been a part of career tech. I just think it's going to be an exciting year for us.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about Market Street. Greg, you want to give an overview on that?
That's a great segue. So we've been, under Ted's leadership, and probably 5-6 years ago, we started that AIM program that was specific really toward one-year programming, but also giving students another opportunity to graduate high school and to earn an industry credential. So we've expanded that, and we will be opening up the replication of our Fremont program down in Tiffin at the Market Street campus, which is the old North Central Academy, and we'll be operating out of that building, and Derek will be the leader of that as well. But it's given it a whole nother group of students and an opportunity to experience career tech education. So we're excited about that. So if you look over just the last few years, we now have regional campuses up in Ottawa County. We have one at the Fall Story Learning Center, and now we'll have this one on the Market Street campus. So we're definitely excited, and the growth, there's no end in sight right now. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, we
So
just, our last episode was about all the students that we graduated, and we didn't even, break for 2 days, and now we're talking about all the students that are coming in, and those numbers are even bigger than before, which is all good stuff.
They are, and it's exciting, and we're fortunate as well. I mean, just the support we have from our staff. We have great leadership. We have great support staff, great teaching staff, and great Board of Education that supports us. Legislators support us. The community. We're just very fortunate, and we want to keep living up to that expectation that everybody is expecting from Vanguard-Sentinel. So I, for one, am personally very excited about 25, 26 as well, just because it's growth, but just a lot of change as well, and that brings excitement.
Yeah. All right, is there any one specific thing you want to address about what people think about education in summer? I have one. There is not a shirt and a tie in this room. I mean, there's shirts, but there are no shirts and ties. I mean, we do get to all be kind of casual and we all get to be comfortable and casual in this environment, and so that is nice as we're all running between buildings and checking different campuses, that we do get to enjoy a more casual environment. So I guess that would be one thing that if people think about us in summer. Anybody else have anything else?
I think we hit it a bunch of times that really this is time off. It's definitely not time off. I mean, I know it's true up here too. It is the Sentinel building. You see teachers in weekly, some of them daily still, just getting things ready or wrapping up the school year or getting ready for the next school year. So our staff is in all the time. Our maintenance staff is busting their hind ends to make sure that our facilities are as great as they are, because we have beautiful facilities, and they work really hard to keep them that way. So it's definitely a buzz. It would be interesting to put like a time-lapse camera on our building sometime in the summer just to kind of see what's going on, especially with our renovation projects going down in Tiffin. Our front parking lot basically is a work site, like where the work trailers are and that kind of stuff. And then today, they're redoing the brand new parking lot for the AIM buildings and the fire buildings. That's a huge parking lot area, so that's all good and done. All the while we're running day-to-day operations, so it's an exciting time.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned staff, because they are in and out. I think it was the first day of summer. We had our cosmetology staff was in a training. They brought in a professional to do training. We have teachers that participate in summer camps through our Parks and Recreation departments and that sort of thing. Like, they definitely earn their summer, but yet they keep at it the whole time. So
yeah, we had Melissa Knoll from our cosmetology program just took 2 students down to the state board who are juniors who just are really, really motivated to work ahead, and they are now licensed cosmetologists before their senior year in high school.
Awesome.
So they were 2 for 2, took 2 students down. Both students passed the state board of cos, and it really does never stop.
Yeah. Last words, Ted, what do you think?
I would just, say the same, as even myself, when I talk to family, friends, or anybody in our community at times, like, the other question is, so do you have the summer off, or what do you do in the summer? And it's, I don't have enough time to explain to them what actually goes on in the summer. And it's also not 25, 26, but I think at times it's 26, 27, and even past. You're looking at those years too. It's just not, day one in August. So it's the future all the time, and it's not just the next school year. And it's a time for personal growth too. I feel like I take the time to, read a little bit more in the summer and just grow personally and professionally as well, and do those things above and beyond too. So it's a lot.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a great point. It's growth 2030.
That's right.
25, 26. And I'll make sure my mom listens to this podcast, because I was just having a conversation with her yesterday, and she goes, well, you don't have to work this summer, right? I'm like, no, Mom. I have the same conversation with her every year. I work all summer, but that's just that thought process of educators.
All right. Well, there's a lot to do. So we're going to say thank you guys for coming in, but get back to work, guys.
Yeah,
There's lots to do.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
So one of our regular segments on our Learn and Lead podcast is a top story. And we've talked how this is always difficult to choose because there's so many great things going on. But I don't think it was difficult to choose this month. Do you?
No, not at all. As we wrapped up the 24-25 school year and celebrated all the student success, we also were saying goodbye to many dedicated staff members over the year. And that's our top story, is to celebrate the years of service that our staff has given to us. And we wish them the best of luck as they retire and to what the future brings. So we'd just like to highlight them and their years of experience. Barrett Zimmerman, 32 years retiring from our Clyde. Agriculture has been a staple in that program. Brian Schneider, who is retiring from what used to be our engineering technology robotics program, now our manufacturing technology program, but 34 years. And Brian, I believe, started that program. I mean, he was here from the start of that. Mm-hmm. Michelle Sigley, 40 years as administrative assistant at Sentinel. She came with the building, literally.
Speaking of starting, she was there on day one, right? When they opened the doors.
Yes, well, she was there while construction was going on. She was out in the trailer and was working. But 40 years and just awesome. Kevin Dwight has been a staple in our technology department as a director for 16 years, and he's going to be very much missed. Sandy Reinhardt, health careers instructor at Sentinel for 24 years. As we read these names, all these people obviously were here when I started, and just got some fond memories of so many. Rosemary Krieger, 32 years as a teacher, satellite teacher, and a administrator, and for 32 years has done many roles here at Vanguard-Sentinel, and going to be missed as well. Tina Gibson, 35 years as a business instructor at the Vanguard Tech Center, and Michelle Hollister for 33 years as a business teacher as well, and ended her career as a satellite teacher at Fostoria.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody had their little calculator out there while you were reading those years off, but I mean they've all really been here decades, yes. And that's like a combined years of service is 213 years of combined service between all of those people. That's just crazy if you think about it.
It really is, and they just, and you can look back. I know they have so many probably fond memories and students' success over the years, and I know they'll keep in touch with a lot of people, and they'll always be part of the Vanguard Sentinel team.
Yeah, for our listeners, if you were not aware of their retirements or you had some interaction with them over the years, please reach out to them and wish them the best in their retirement. I know that students have been putting messages on our Facebook post that we did, and one of them said that they can still hear Miss Gibson saying, "Make good choices." So I think we'll say that. Make good choices in your retirement, and don't be strangers. And thank you for all your hard work for our district and what you did to get us where we're at today.
Absolutely. Thank you. Wow, what a great conversation. And huge thanks to our directors for sharing how they're using their summer months to build something meaningful for the years ahead.
Yeah, I always find it inspiring to hear just how much thought and effort goes into everything behind the scenes, especially when it's happening during a time that most people think we're all on vacation.
Right. And whether that's onboarding new staff, launching new programs, or rethinking how we serve students and families, this kind of work is what keeps us moving forward.
Yeah. So if you're listening and you've got ideas for future topics or guests, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know. You can reach us through our website, on social media, or call any of the numbers that are listed for the district.
Right. And be sure to follow Learn and Lead on Spotify, our YouTube channel, or wherever you turn in, just so you never miss an episode.
And we will be back in July. As we said, we are not off in the summer, so we'll bring with us a new topic, new guests, but the same mission, which is to spotlight the incredible people and progress happening in our schools.
Yeah, for sure. So thanks for listening, and I hope everybody enjoys your summer. Learning today.
leading tomorrow.